Aegis Combat Assist activated. Systems green.
Ladies and gentlemen, Tactical Advance here, and welcome to a flight test video today. Now you can probably hear by my voice I've not been too well over the past week, hence the lacking in videos. Today we're looking at the Sabre. Now the Sabre is actually flight ready now in the PTU 2.2. So let's take a look on the exterior. Now on the exterior it does look very modern. It sort of looks like one of the modern bombers we've got now. This is classed as a light fighter, so maneuverability is very good. Now what you've got to keep in mind here, and I'm sort of keeping it in my own mind, this is just pretty much dropped into the PTU 2.2 in the last couple of days. So yeah, in the next few weeks there could be some changes. I'm hoping they don't change it too much. There is some things I would like to see changed, particularly with that front screen, but we'll come back to that later. Nice cockpit inside, we've seen this before. Let's jump out and take a look on the exterior first, and then once we've had a good look round we'll jump into some Vandal Swarm. So out we get. Now also, off topic here, in 2.2 the new EVA system, wow, much better. You can see that front screen now guys, look. They just need to remove that film. The film doesn't need to be there. It's not an issue with the actual physical look of the ship from the outside. It's when you're inside and you get glare, it is horrendous. So I hope they do something about that anyway, because it's a bit overkill. You can see on the top here, it looks really nice. I like the colour scheme on this. It's actually, at least it's got a bit of red on anyway. Nice view from there. The wings are actually extended. Quite a few of the ships actually the wings don't extend as of yet. So let's jump back in now. Now if you keep your eye on the front of the ship there, just where the nose is, there's like a little catch there. When you open this screen, you see it sort of slot down. I thought that was really cool. I suppose that just assures the canopy doesn't open when you're flying forward, but hey, can't be sure. So here we are, back in again. One of the other things I noticed about this ship as well, it's pretty much got zero slide. Yeah, will it stay like that? I hope so. If you look at the beginning of the video, you'll see when I was doing some turns. Anyway, let's jump into some Vandal Swarm and see how it works on the fighting side.
Aegis Combat Assist activated. Systems green.
Vandal Swarm initiated.
Contact begins.
So here we are in some Vandal Swarm. Now, the weapon loadout's actually quite good. There's not a massive amount of difference between this and the Gladius. The only difference is this has got a laser weapon for its second weapon, and the Gladius has got a Gatling gun. Now the first observation I made when I jumped in the ship, I noticed that, first of all, it turns on a penny. It turns so sharply. Will it stay like this, guys? I'm not 100% certain. It doesn't seem like the geometry's not working. One thing I did notice though is, and you see what I'm doing with the cursor with the gimbal mounts, is the gimbal mounted weapon was almost like it wasn't connected to the guns. The movement speed of the actual gimbals were pretty incredible. It took me a little bit of time getting used to it, and I should probably really reduce the DPI down a little bit. So next on the agenda is missiles, guys. I don't know guys, the missiles seem pretty useless in Star Citizen so far. I mean, either I'm doing something crazy wrong or I just can never hit anything. I mean, if you do a flyby and someone's flying directly at you, right, you've got half a chance of hitting them. A couple of examples here. Yeah, you could say on the second one, did fire a little bit far away. Should have got a bit closer. But I depleted all my missiles I played it about 4 or 5 different rounds and didn't hit anything. I mean, it could be a bug. It could actually be a bug with the missiles, maybe. I've just found this in general with quite a few of the ships, that you're sometimes just better off focusing on actually firing the weapons than you're actually spending the time aiming on targets. One advantage you do have with this ship is because of the low amount of drift, when you're actually flying around the rocks, you can actually really control the ship sort of to prevent yourself from actually, drifting in and hitting a rock and dying. So it does work very well in Vandal Swarm, I must admit. I did notice a few little bugs, nothing too major. The first thing is, I don't know why, but only in Vandal Swarm, not in the actual PTU itself, you do seem to take damage on the hard points when you haven't been hit. And once they start taking damage, when there's nothing around, they will go to red and, pretty much game over. The other thing I noticed as well, which is, I don't know if it's a bug or not. You look when I was just turning a minute ago. When you're actually turning and you're aiming the actual gimbal weapons, when the actual cursor passes over the arm around the window, it puts out the, you can't shoot cursor. Well, I don't think it should really be like that, because you're not actually shooting through the glass. The weapons are actually on the outside. But it's only something small. And as you can see, my modules now are actually red. I've no idea why. So the conclusion is, guys, the Sabre is a very, very good light fighter. Really, really enjoyed it. Will I actually swap it out for my Gladius? On the way it currently is, 100% yes, there's no doubt about it. I think once I've swapped out the weapons and changed out the loadouts a little bit, it would be a really, really, really good ship. What I'll do is once it actually goes live onto 2.2, I'll do another video to give you guys a bit of an update to see how I feel about it once it's had a few changes made to it. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's it from me today. A very sick tactical advance, but hey, I'm back. Loads more videos coming up, guys. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Bye now.